We are just months away from the November election, and a big focus point is the activity at the southern border. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia spoke with a former Border Patrol chief about how this year's election may lead to an influx of migrants at the southern border.
Almost every election cycle, I actually can't think of an election cycle where it hasn't had an impact, is that you'll see the numbers either start to go up or start to come down.
Victor Manjares, the former Border Patrol sector chief in Tucson and El Paso, wants to put into perspective what is happening at the U.S. Mexico border. As arrests for illegal migrants entering the border from Mexico, according to CBP statistics, dropped by 29% in June, the lowest monthly level of the Biden administration.
But I always like to put these things in context. Although they've dropped, I mean, like, they've really dropped, they're still at a higher baseline from decades prior.
Migrant encounters at the border fluctuates throughout the year, but they historically increase during an election year, especially before and after the election.
If you see the former president take a commanding lead or a bigger lead in some of these battleground states, and it looks like he might be the eventual winner on that, I really do think you'll see a big rush.
Manjares is referring to former President Donald Trump, as he has promised on the campaign trail to implement harsh policies that will lead to what he says will be drastic changes at the border.
That the world pays attention on that. We may not intentionally send signals, but that's exactly what we do. We send signals to not just the Central and South America, but it's globally.
One country in South America, Venezuela, should be a cause for concern, says Manjares.
So when you look at violence and look at threats and you look at the idea of terrorism on that, they really fit those categories.
Manjares says the threat is bigger than just a gang.
They're a transnational criminal organization. I think when we call them a gang, we do a disservice as to their reach and their complexity.
Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.